Hey all, Nicole here with Dear Teacher Instructional Coaching. So, last episode I talked about making videos and ways that you could make videos. And today I decided that I would put in a clip of an actual video that I did create for my students as far as how I want them to participate in an online discussion and what those expectations are, so that way you can see an example. So that clip is next. Hey guys, I'm going to talk to you today about the expectations I have for online discussions that will take place. The very first thing that you need to do is look through the classroom materials that you got from the school, and you need to find our purple sheet that has our sentence frames for discussion. So please find that. We are going to use our sentence frames in the online discussion the exact same way that we were using them when we were in person and having those in-class discussions. So if you want something clarified that somebody else says, you have your sentence frames for clarification, for changing the subject, if that's something you need to do within your post. If you're affirming an idea and adding to it, presenting a different angle, and then of course expressing your own opinion. So you want to make sure expectation one is that you are using those sentence frames. Now you don't have to use them exclusively, but use them to help you in your discussion. Second thing that you need to really make sure that you're paying attention to, and I am going to be grading you on, is your spelling, capitalization, and punctuation. In these discussion posts, they're not very lengthy. I'm only asking you to list 3 things that are impactful and to respond to 2 other people's posts. It's not a lot. However, you should be able to capitalize the personal pronoun I. Put periods in the appropriate spots. Spell things correctly. And if you're not spell checking or anything like that and you don't want to do that, then only use words you know how to spell. Okay? So capitalization, punctuation, and spelling are going to be a part of this grade. Third thing to consider is the formality in which you write. And yes, you will be using your sentence starters. And in the same breath, though, write similar to how you speak, but minus any slang. Okay, so you can still be putting in things like wow. Technically speaking, that's not like a very formal sentence, but it's a reaction. And so you can put a reactionary word or 2 in your comments and in your own discussion. That's fine, because sometimes sentence fragments or emotional statements like that can be powerful and impactful. So even though, yes, spelling, capitalization, punctuation are going to be graded, the formality doesn't have to be stuffy. I still want you to have your own voice when you are writing this, but make sure that you're avoiding any slang and, of course, no inappropriate language either. And finally, the fourth thing to consider is the quality of your comments. I want them to be thoughtful. Simply putting, I agree with you, no, nope, that's not going to count worth anything. Okay, so make sure that your comments and responses to other people are thoughtful, as well as the things that you originally post are thoughtful. I do have a rubric that is available for this, so if you want to review that more specifically, you absolutely can. But these are the 4 things that you need to pay attention to. 1, use sentence frames. 2, you are graded on spelling, capitalization, and punctuation. 3, you do want to have your own voice while still being formal and not using slang. And then 4th, make sure that your comments and your posts are thoughtful and appropriate. So you probably noticed that what I sent to my students, I had slides in between, and those are just title cards that I added in later on. To make that video, I just used the video creation tool that was on my HP computer. So kept it pretty simple, and then the little snippets of me talking was just me using the camera that was directly connected to my computer. So nothing wild, nothing crazy. You probably also noticed that it is under 5 minutes. I'm really diligent about keeping my videos less than 5 minutes because I just think I'll lose their attention span after a while, and having those cards in there also breaks things up for them. So it's not just my face talking at them, there's something else that flashes, which will hopefully keep their brains engaged throughout the entire video. So that's it. Just an example, pretty short one for you today, but oh well. With love, Nicole.